Well, here's another day in the life of the old skipper. Driving down the road. Just got started. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says 7 minutes, 38 seconds. Just so you know, that's what's going on right here. That's what it's all about right there. Bam! I love that woman right there. She sure makes me happy. I ain't got no service, and I talk to God as much as I can, and can't sleep. Tired, can't sleep. Weight of the world on your back. Stupid coronavirus, snotty nose, all that type of happy horse manure. All that, it's a little draining on a man. Then they ain't got no service. You can't even call nobody, talk to them or whatever, you know what I mean? So it gets to be a bit of a headache, so to speak. And take off driving. I need a little inspiration. I'm sitting there looking at these pictures right here. Looking at that right there, and I'm like, you know what? I really love that woman right there. I really do. Can't get enough of her. Tracy, I ain't gonna let a bunch of silliness ever come between us again. You know what I mean? If something's just flat out messed up, you know, we can talk about it or whatever. It's not always going to be puppies and kittens and all that, but it's definitely a new day. A new day for the whole country, really. If I was going to shake up this much stuff, I'm not going to miss it. You know what I mean? I'm going to look and see, you know, what's he trying to show us, and I'm going to try to follow God and everything, and, you know, looking at that. I mean, I don't have any service. I don't even know how those pictures popped up. You know, I went to get up, the alarm went off. I thought, well, I'm 3 hours early. And then the other alarm went off. It kept going off for about 3 minutes straight. They're all set to go off after 20 seconds. It just kept on and kept on and kept on. So I got up and I was able to get going and everything with enough time. I'm going to go over and get this truck washed. Turn the phones on, see if I got any service. Those pictures popped up. I was just sitting there looking. And I was like, man. Because I was looking at pictures of what view was on the phone, on this phone, and the other phone, I didn't. It's been on the dash the whole time. So those pictures right there, they posted up by themselves. It's God blessing me. God showing me my blessing. You know, there's proof enough right there. That right there. That's the proof that God's real, that God exists. Love. You ever want to see God, you just look in the eyes of someone that loves you. That look in their eyes, that's the breath of God inside of you. And if you can't recognize that, if you're watching this, whoever you may be, if you're watching this, and you got any questions about God, you need to talk to Him. You know, with this whole coronavirus thing going on and all that, it's April the 3rd, 2020. And people are sure enough nervous. I guess about 3,000 people already died. I don't know how bad it's going to get, or if it's just going to, you know, clear up when it gets hot or whatever. But truth be told, it's time to get right. You know, I mean, there's earthquakes and tornado and coronavirus, more earthquakes, and you know, people are really scared. The economy's, they say it's bad. I can't tell the difference when it's bad and when it's good. I don't know. I've always been pretty well broke, you know. So I don't put much stock in that. But, you know, if the people that do ain't got no money, then they can't pay me to do nothing. So that trickle-down effect is a major deal. And anyways, I know that these are all resources. You know what I mean? This truck, having a job. But the source is God. The source comes from heaven. That's why they call it a resource. Everything comes from God. That's your source. That's where it comes from. I don't go to the gas station and pay my electric bill. You might be able to with some kind of bill pay or whatever, but it just doesn't work as fast. And there's always a service fee and some kind of, extra hassle. Just go straight to the source. You got questions about God? Talk to God. You got questions about God? Read the Bible. You read something in the Bible that you don't agree with? Assume that you're wrong and it's right, just for a second, long enough to look into it. Because 10,000 scholars since 1500 have tried to prove it wrong, and none of them have. None of them, not a single one. And over 90% of them become Christians and start believing because it was enough to prove to them. There's still a leap of faith, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be that leap of faith where you choose to believe what you choose to believe. Well, I got news for you. Somebody decided to call one color purple and another color white and another color tan, and you chose to accept those words as representing those colors. So even that's faith. You know what I mean? You look at a dollar bill, you look at language, you look at just about everything in household and in any kind of government, it's all faith. It's all faith. Look to God. He's your source. Raquel.